Alright. Let's jump through this door, and just so, of course it is. Mechanical lock, there must be a way to unlock it from somewhere else. Why, of course. Does the map give us any clues? No, it does not.
I won't tolerate weakness.
No. Oh. Not clearing this in any leaps and bounds. What have we got over here? Full of treaties by the most distinguished of scholars. Came from that direction. I feel like it should be down here. I feel like this is what they were guarding. And that's a door that... Ah! Got a door I can open here. Demolition, 100%. Oof.
Duty prevails.
Before we burst through this door, I'd just like to mention our sponsor.
Do you see that?
Do I see that? Do I see what?
The Emperor favors me today.
Goods. Oh, we just basically come round in a corner. Fair enough. Hi, guys. You hear the screams. Move. Sir, are you alright? We can't hear anything. Anybody else sensing heresy? Now I see you are in league with them. Is this an insurrection? Yes, indeed. Death to the traitors. This scene was brought to you by Skulls for the Skull Throne. And Blood for the Blood God. Hi, my friends. I know you are all traitors. Traitors of you. They told me. They whispered, hey, who are you? Hi. Oh. He just died. Have a few free goods. Data crypt. Pistol. Oh, so many doors to open. What could we possibly find behind them? Oh, what was that? Research notes. Keeper Theobald graciously agreed to provide samples of his skin growth so we could study the influence of the rebellious immaterium on the flesh of the Navis Nobilite. Just as we thought, Navigators are positively resistant to the restless currents of the warp. The God Emperor truly does shield some people against corruption and misery. But let us get back to the study of mortal flesh. Another servant will be carried in shortly. Let's ready the organ extraction equipment. Sounds lovely. Info? Adamantine dust and black water. This was the worst idea that could have entered my mind. God Emperor be praised, I am lucky to still have my head on my shoulders after this reckless experiment. Nevertheless, we did make an important discovery. The adamantine seems to protect the frail flesh of the lowborn to a degree. Having said that, not even the macerator can handle its temper, so we should probably introduce a more complex compound into the formula. All of the data related to the experiment were recorded to data crypt K040H. I will get back to them later once I am done with experiment K410K. Have I mentioned that the chunk of meteorite found by Keeper Felix subjects is completely useless? Although, its shining granules could be used to make new paints for the child. Okay. I've got OK, and I've got KO. I don't think I've got OH. Interesting. I mean, technically it's easier to blow them up, but I can only blow so many
Better
things up, you know?
myself through my service.
It's about time.
I've got 5 keys, so let's try that.
I rise to the
98% chance. Yes, you did. Pick up a whole bunch of goods. Ooh. That one looked pretty. There was a rifle in there. A long lass, 2-handed range weapon, light. Range 18, maximum 36, max ammo 10. How does that compare to what you're carrying? Much better range, better damage. Let's go and put that as your secondary.
A new challenge for me.
What is going on in here? Where's the child? Is she safe? For some reason, the archenemy's twisted influence has found its way into the station. Okay. Hurts so much the pain in my chest. Uwe has a name. Let's try speaking to them. Had his tongue cut off. Okay. Where's the child?
Victory awaits!
Are they safe? Can I close this door again? I don't want to leave it open behind me. Sniper rifle to the Psyker. Maybe, but I just feel with the increased ballistic skill that Argenta can make much better use of it. Yeah, I'm going to keep it with her for now. Dum 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 dum. Awaken the cogitator spirit. The button switch and the levers are ripped out of the control panel with exceptional cruelty and scattered around the sacred mechanism that now sparks and hisses in agony, still refusing to perish. The cracked vid screen of the sacred engine flickers. The cogitator inside emits creaks and groans, and the lumens oscillate at random. It takes a while, but eventually the machine spirits do grant you access to the cogitator's system. Request data. The vid screen. Bellic Orselio, location main hall. Theobald Orselio, location upper chambers. Calomira Orselio, deceased. Alexius Orselio, lower levels, deceased. Erasmus Estevan Orselio, deceased. The child, location upper chambers, biometric parameters, rapid heartbeat, elevated body temperature, stress levels exceeds the permissible limit, status unknown error. Common procedures advise attention, upper chambers inaccessible, error, the control rod is not present. The rod has been misplaced, immediately contact the station keeper or the Navis Laboratorum custodian. Examine the log. Partially corrupted, but you still manage to access the residual logs for examination. I hear a voice. This is Officer A282. Do you copy? Several generators overheated on the lower levels. Chambers A to D are unpowered. The tech priest crew sent to investigate the problem is not responding. Requesting back. Abruptly ends. Officer H123 speaking. 200 servants have perished due to explosive decompression of the living quarters. We've located traces of mechanical interference. The preliminary cause is officer sabotage. Crews 5, 6, and 9 are cut off from the main compartment. We have enough oxygen for 20 minutes. May the Emperor save our souls. Senior station officers, this is the captain speaking. We attempted to contact the Winterscale Scion for help, but something is jamming the signal. We never received a reply and cannot be sure it was even sent in the first place. A rescue team is not coming. We are on our own, so remain vigilant. Anyone could be a traitor, you hear me? Anyone. If you are in doubt, shoot to kill. The following Vox recordings are too badly distorted to make out even a single word. Date classified. The servants close to the child have started butchering one another again. An order came from above to have their remains reprocessed. The negotiations with the Winterscales were a success. A new batch of servants will arrive in 10 moons. Escort them to the laboratory at once. It is imperative that we increase the new retainers resistant to the child's powers. Data expunged. Okay. Identity confirmed. Regent Aronto Ocelio. Date of visit classified. Reason for visit classified. Date of departure classified. Security file and life support logs. Damage in technical compartments A12, B3, D8, and H24 detected. Warning. Living quarters L10, L16, L28 depressurized. Warning. Unable to access the station's docking system. Warning. Energy regulation system unknown error. The station will transfer over to emergency power. Immediate evacuation of the facility is advised. Current access level senior security. Tech use. Let's use tech. You easily bypass the restrictions imposed on the sacred machine. Has been wiped. You find traces of the purge protocol. Recovery is impossible, but a list of the most recent commands having been embedded in the machine spirit's consciousness now flits across the screen in a single creeping line. Child delete, pick flow disable, access code, annul station controls, delete, activate shuttle, self-destruct, purge command log. Okay. Oh, while longer yields a surviving excerpt from the guard captain's report mentioning that the security system had recently been reconfigured without his knowledge. His comment reads, only the keeper of the station have access to the life support systems. But Keeper Theobald had not left the child's side, and neither had I. Could it be that? Bum bum bum. The guy we met in the hallway is trying to kill everybody. The vid screen blinks and the mechanisms in the machine's core emit a quiet hum. Switch to main chamber controls. Open all doors on the level. Goes dark as the machine spirits have fled the mechanical casket, but your assumption is incorrect. As it fills with static just a few moments later, you can barely make out an inscription amidst the flow of rapidly changing symbols. Warning, data corruption, processing, error. Something is required. Oh dear lord. 3. System rebels and keeps resetting your commands according to data. The compartment you're trying to open is depressurized. 5. Door has already been opened. 4. Protocol has been executed. The passage has been opened. 1. This door has already been opened. 2. Has already been opened. 6. Uh-oh. What did I do? Oh. I think I opened the right door. That's what I did. Seven. Thank you. Despite the eager compliance of the machine spirits, one thing is certain: the problem does not lie in the cogitator's mechanisms. Turn to the list of available commands, step away from the cogitator, and dialogue. I know I'm probably going to have to come back here just to,
None shall stand in my way.
just to probably turn the elevator on, and I understand that, but I have a feeling I don't quite want to just yet. Oh, hello.
The premonition runs true.
Traces stretch to the side opposite the entrance. Goods. Biogel. Black water. A hissing, foul-smelling liquid. We'll take all of it. Dye crystal. Flesh sample. Ah, KO4OH. Can I actually do anything with these? Info. No, they're just blank for the moment. Of course, extensive reagent sears your nostrils and broken glass crunches underfoot. Somebody wanted to ransack the library. Yeah, sure. Let's...
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Lady Cassia's Medicae. Transducer, remake control rod, data corrupt, catalyst flask, reagent flask, tissue flask. Goods. Former servants have been influenced by the Immaterium, and it has nothing to do with the child's more frequent tantrums. We discovered that corrupted flesh of the mutated reacts most unusually to the crystals we purchased from Winterscale's dynasty. I strongly recommend finding and grinding the reagent to catalyze the reaction. Do not use acid under any circumstances. Trust me, you will not like having to tend to the burns for the next dozen turns in a row. This calls for something more. Basic. Oh, and one more thing. Detect Priest's Blessed Data Crypt H410K for the calculated number of chronoturns, which means it is no longer necessary to remain near the device while wearing for the reaction to start. The data crypt H40KO malfunctioned over the course of our research. I should remind the Technomats to deliver the sacred mechanism into Magos Dioctius's capable hands. Info. Let's read the rest. Oh, that is it. We have some adamantium. We have some goods somewhere, but I'm not quite sure. Ah, there's a book. Laboratory journal. Test subjects exhibit signs of acute stress. The majority perished of blood loss within the day of being placed in the laboratory chamber due to the inability to halt the discharge of ocular secretions, tears, and the body's subsequent replacement of these secretions with the connective tissue of its internal environment. The individuals with the greatest resistance to the sacred child's resonance died several chronoturns later. Extensive wounds in the abdomen, presumably inflicted by a jagged piece of metal. Death was caused by strangulation with the subject's own intestines. The subject's final shouts exhibited concerns over abominable tentacles and void worms, hallucinations prescribed to their own internal organs. The subject died within an hour of entering the laboratory adjacent to the child's chambers. Most had their tongues bitten off or their jaws badly dislocated. Some test subjects lacked the physical strength to separate it from the rest of the skull. Cause of death: severe head injuries caused by impacting the walls or the floor. A paralyzed patient who lost the ability to speak due to the shock caused by the manufactorum accident. Male. A test subject noted a tingling sensation in the deteriorated tissue. A lengthy conversation due to servant's lack of a tongue. Offspring of Lord P. Orsilio. Pronounced unfit for studying the high art of navigation owing to the mutation of tissues required for installation of the obligatory augmentations that mirror one's consciousness with the vessel. Additionally, they display an overall feebleness of mind. Female. The test subjects mirrored the child's actions for 3 days. The 4th day, the child became upset after hearing the news about the untimely demise of Amos Cantarelli, an officer of her personal guard. As a result, one of the test subjects peeled away several layers of tissue from her face and died from the resulting massive heart attack. The last surviving test subject was executed for attempting to contact child. Sorry, I'm not quite sure what we're trying to solve. They all just lost their minds. Please don't kill me. Tissue flask. Ah, okay. Close. Data crypt connector. Okay, close. Catalyst flask. Okay, close. And reagent flask. We don't have any reagents. Transducer. We have a few things to put in it. Okay, but the problem is we don't have any reagents. And we did miss picking up one thing back here. Oh, we've missed up. No. Data crypt connector, data crypt connector. Loot. Ah, damn it. I missed picking up one thing, it seems. Go for a quick run.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Got any reagents on you? Nope, we got some goggles. Grants WP bonus law warp. Well, unfortunately, that's not quite what I was hoping for. No, it's alright, bro. I'll figure it out. I think I've read the answer through the course of doing all this. Let's pop back down into here. And if we research notes, just as we thought, no, we could possibly navigate. So it'll probably be the navigator flesh sample I'm going to go for. Current truly does shield some people against the corruption, but let us get back to the study of mortal flesh. Another servant will be carried in shortly. Adamantine dust and black water. This was the worst idea that could have entered my mind. The adamantine seems to protect the frail flesh of the lowborn to a degree. Having said that, not even the macerator can handle its temper. Complex compound is informed. All the data related to the experiment was recorded in data crypt KO4OH. I will get back to them later once I'm done with OK. So hang on, so what are our things? We've got Psi Crystal, Adamantine, and Meteorite Chunk. Crumpled sheet of paper with drawing of a tall woman and a dark-eyed monster painted with fresh blood. Let's go back to those. Chunk of meteorite found by the Keeper's phallic subject is completely useless, although its shining granules could be used. Okay, so I'm going to go for not the meteorite chunk. Purified sample from the ocean world. Biogel or unidentified acid. I believe it was don't use acid under any... We discovered that the corrupt flesh of the mutated relaxed most unusually to the crystals we purchased from Windskull Dynasty, grinding the reagent to catalyze the reaction. Do not use acid under any circumstances. Trust me, you will not have to tend to the burns for the next dozen or so turns in a row. And one more thing, the tech priest blessed data is for the calculated number of chrono turns, which means it is no longer necessary to remain near the device while waiting for the reaction to start. I should remind the technomats to deliver the sacred mechanism to measure Deoctius's capable hands. Part 12, this is part 13. Okay. What have we got? We've got for the transducer. Oh, I want to say. If I fail this, do I? All right, let's just.
Halt! I noticed something.
What did we notice? Crystal dust. Tissue flask. Data crypt connector. I'll be back for you. Catalyst flask. Okay, then that's... Wait, does this sound right? So I definitely want the Navigator's Flesh. This one very much said don't use acid under any circumstances. So don't use the acid. The other one said adamantine and black water is a horrible, horrible idea. So I'm going to go for it being the biogel. Which... Biogel. Yeah, catch you when you get back. Reagent flask is in there. Tissue flask is in there. Catalyst flask is in there, and so out of all of these documents, I haven't recorded. Once I'm done with experiment. Best the data crypt for the calculated number of chrono turns, which means it is no longer necessary to remain near the device while waiting for the reaction to start. I'm gonna go for OK. KO. Okay. Okay, I blew it up. That is unfortunately not the result you want to be using. Time past 10 minutes. The elevator control rod can be rebuilt in the laboratory using the blood. Okay, very nice. We've got the elevator control rod. We unfortunately blew up our machine. Is a bit of a shame. Not quite sure why. When it said don't use black water and adamantium, it said the meteor chunk is useless. I think I had the right flesh. I obviously, was obviously missing a few other things.
A new challenge for me?
But never mind. We've had a look at that. Right, let's go and turn on that elevator controls. Undoubtedly, I do have to. Excuse me, good machine. Awaken the cogitator. Main elevator controls. Activate the elevator. 5, step away.
It's about time. Excellence matters.
Things are getting dark. Looks a little better. His tangled hair is now neatly braided, his wounds are tightly bandaged, and there is some healthy colour under the scales on his cheeks. You dealt with the threat and powered the elevator. Well done. I trust you brought the activation rod as well. Remember, every second of hesitation may cost my mistress her life. Drives her nails deep into her shoulder, then she starts mumbling. The crossroads. There are 2 paths, both stained with blood, both leading to the accursed eye. They all wear masks, so poor and flimsy they fall at the slightest touch, one hiding a blind man, another a traitor. Who is who? Marispas are giggling nastily. They will not speak, the naughty little things. They say that tearing off the masks is your concern. Paths. One is paved with blind faith, the other with hatred and treachery. Both lead to tragedy. You simply have to decide what kind of treachery you like the most. Thank you, everything is clear now. Felic out of the corner of her eye. Problems without your sorcery, Psyker. Looks at you expectantly. I have many questions about what happened on this station. Was a child mentioned in the documents and reports found on the station. Zarman shakes his head disapprovingly. The child is what the station servants called Lady Cassia. The commoners' dirty mouths must not sully her name by uttering it. You see, it is not beneficial for all servants to have their vocal organs altered. Some prove to be more useful when they are still able to speak. That's why they are insane. Will you really heed the ramblings of retainers who dared to raise their hand against the science of a noble bloodline? I will not trust you, because I know you messed this stuff up. He squares his shoulder and gestures to his guards. I was hoping to find an ally in you, but now you are merely delaying the sorrowful end of your story. Prepare to die.
I won't heed your cries of mercy.
To the death!
What have we got? We've got 2 up here. We've got 1 on the left. 6, 7. Okay. So in that case... Goes next, then I get to go. Let's stick her there. And pretty much who doesn't get to go before me? This guy, and that guy. Okay. So those two and him. So that safe side's probably the safer side. That being the case, Abelard can come. Right, yes, can't move within 1 square. You can actually stay where you are then. Let's start the battle. He's after her. 26 health on Felix bodyguards. Ooh. Yeah, they are pretty nasty, huh?
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Oh, so happy I dodged that. I wasn't expecting that to go through him.
I'll do it.
Let's do that just because it should give me another attack. 56, 56, 56, 56, but then a chance of going straight through. 51. Oh, he has quite a lot of health. Oh, a miss. Terrible. Right, let's go and end that turn. He is beautifully
Stop mocking me.
Follow my lead.
gonna get shot for 20 damage.
Can
Okay,
I fall back now?
this could hurt. Oh, beautiful. Shot his own person.
But of course.
For warning on yourself. That will definitely come next, but we've got another point we can use. Target when enemy within 10 cells of the operative. That target immediately gains +2 exploits. Going to expose weakness, but then let's zap a couple of lovely innocent people.
Will do.
Have a bit of lightning in your face. That'll work out very nicely.
Break their morale.
Oh, don't like it, don't like it.
Follow my lead.
Dude got a shotgun. Let us
Follow my lead.
come to there.
I will do my duty.
Let's strike him for 1.
Indeed.
Let's
It will
come
be
up
done.
here and strike him for a second attack. 1 round, and every officer and their allies in a 3-star radius get 2 deflection. I don't think anyone's in a 3-star radius. Okay, there's a pillar there. Oh, I've lost all my movement. Why did I go and do that? That's very strange. Quite alright, let's... Target is too close. Interesting. Can't get through to target. Can't really get through to target. Target is too far away.
Suits my purposes.
Let's go do that. %50 chance of hitting him.
Not a problem for me. Nothing I can't watch and learn.
Beautiful shot. And I guess I'll
My
just stand there and look
faith
pretty.
strengthens me.
Ouch.
Weather the storm! Stop it, Jeffy! Prevail!
Oh.
I must not falter.
Alec has almost been killed, mostly by his own people. What a dodge. Full-blown moved out of the way.
Doubt is for the weak.
Nice. Take that gloriously.
This is unacceptable.
Oh, that takes 3 pips. Sorry, can't do that. Yeah, we'll have to leave that there. We do have Felix, which is really going to hurt me. Unfortunately. And fully healthy Felix bodyguard, which is going to hurt even more.
Why did I not foresee this?
Ooh, that hurt a lot. And let us... Let's
On it.
forewarn her. Yeah, I failed that puzzle. I blew it up. And then I declared this guy to be a traitor because we all know deep in our hearts that's exactly what he is. So we are going to... Who comes after me? That guy and then that guy. Okay, well then they have to die. Obviously not going to hit both of them. I could hit both of these, but that doesn't have them dying. If I ran to... Oh, it's a tough choice. If I ran to there... Could I still psycho-babble him in the face? Yes, I could. Let's expose his weakness first.
the future on the battlefield.
And then let's psycho-babble him in the face.
Was that you? Be gone.
Boom. Right. So he won't get to shoot at me. That's good. I could still end up being very badly
Moving out.
hurt. Oh, what a miss. What a miss. Let's have... A few people get to go before you. How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? I'm going to bring my dude to here, I think.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
And we'll attempt
At
to
your
chop
beck
him
and call.
down.
It will be done.
Gonna gain some toughness. And then we're... Can we... Yeah, let's run and hit this
Victory
guy.
is imminent.
And start chopping people. Let's just gain some toughness because I've left you out in the middle of nowhere. I'm also looking pretty good. What I'm going to do... Where's that guy? He's a bit far away. Let's bring you there and chop him in the face.
You didn't stand a chance.
He's dead. Of course, yeah, that guy would have been too far away, even if I'd gotten closer. Let's gain toughness. Warp Curse Unleashed. All incoming warp damage is increased. At the start of the turn, the enemy closest to them also becomes cursed. Ah, that's okay. There shouldn't be any more warp damage. And... Oh, but then, can I actually come this way? Not quite. I'll leave you there,
Follow
slightly
my
in
lead.
cover. Oh,
Onward!
beautiful dodge.
Whispers called to me.
not so beautiful dodge. If I told you to shoot this guy square in the face, what would you say to me? You'd say a 30% chance. Okay, if I told you to run around here and then shoot this guy square in the
Guided
face,
by faith.
I'll take those numbers. Oh, missed on a 74% chance. Let's have another go, please. Well, hang on, what? No, I'm further off that than I thought. Oh.
Eradicated.
Okay, 46% chance will do it. Sure, I'm willing to hear what I would have had as a reward. So now with those guys all mostly dead, this guy at the back that's going to hurt me. Please don't kill Dira. Okay, I can take those random shots. That doesn't bother me. Let us...
Not this Scryer's job.
Oh, no line of sight. You've already got it. I've... No, wait, you haven't got it. You have it. And then let's go and... times exploits on this guy.
Of course.
Minus 10 plus exploits removed times 4%. Dodge, parry, and armor. No, I don't want that. Let's go and scream at him.
Anything else? Very well.
He dead. That'll be the end of your turn. Come here and chop
At
this
your
guy.
beck and call. One fewer target.
That'll be your turn. Let's come there and then
I
charge
shall
into this
not
guy's
fear.
face. And then let's finish him
done.
off.
Nothing of value has been lost.
And they are all dead. Just. And I just managed to not lose a single person. Yeah, I think I've already read that a lot. What did we get from this guy? Keeper's control rod. Control rod. Oh, interesting. Staff of House Orsilio. We've got Deadshot Stub Revolver, a shotgun, tactical goggles. So we've got a few little bits and bobs. Let's finish looting everybody else. That looks like everybody. Oh no, I did get a couple of fresh injury. If not removed with a medikit, it will turn into an old injury. Too many injuries reduce the character's resolve and cause traumas. Visit the void ship or use medikit to remove the injury. I think it'll be okay.
Follow my lead.
Immunities from toxin damage. So yeah, pretty. Yeah. Could be very useful in the right situation. Well, this looks like a fun thing. What a painting! The pale figure with the naturally long limbs covers her face with her hands, which are formed with talon-like nails. Her deathly pale face is coated with blood that continually streams from her scarlet misted eyes. Her spinny gills, slightly hidden under her disheveled hair, twitch nervously at your approach. Only now do you notice the third eye on the young woman's forehead, hidden by a jeweled ornament. When your eyes meet, you sense overwhelming, soul-smothering power. Stop being so loud. As the otherworldly creature's gaze slides over you, your entire core shudders in terror. Flashes of past warped nightmares re-emerge from the shadows of your memory and paralyze your will. You gasp for air in terror, drowning under a crashing wave of pain. You cannot catch your breath. Hot tears burn on your cheeks. Why is this happening? Why is it happening to you? Why do you feel so lonely and in so much pain? Do these feelings even belong to you? emits something between a moan and a drawn-out whimper. Ow, 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 as if my little pals weren't bad enough. Now this one's barging into my head. Somebody stop her. Heresy! Argenta looks at the tall figure with a strange mixture of anger and sadness. Then she lowers her head, and her white hair veils her face. I'm gonna go for number 4. Calm yourself. He wearily shakes her head and lets out a drawn-out sound similar to both a sob and the howl of a small wounded animal. What is happening? Was someone calling my name? Are all the betrayers dead already? And you? Who are you? Pardon my manners, Bahadur. I did not expect to make such a gracious acquaintance in such a time of great sorrow for our house. What is this? I feel faint. Theobald Orselio, the heavy-set old man who has been kneeling nearby, erupts into low sobs. His eyes, swollen from crying, dart desperately around the room as though a veil of ignorance has just been ripped away from them. The child, Lady Cassia, where are you? Sacred child, throne preserve. Despite his venerable age, the navigator leaps up and rushes to the young woman's side. You, the old man shifts, revealing his face to you. It is threaded with jet black veins, and his bulging, milky eyes bear a striking resemblance to those of a dead fish. A sickly sweet scent salts your nostrils, as if the old man's flesh is rotting inside his decaying husk. My eyes fail me, for they are unable to make you out as an either enemy or ally. I'm warning you. One wrong move will bring the wrath of House Orselio down upon your head. Watch out, Lord Captain. This one's so deranged it's making the whispers shriek like crazy. He might just open that eye of his. Threatening the head of the dynasty is a grave offense. Esteemed whoever you are, Abelard places a hand on his weapon. Persuasion. I'll grant that you do not look like pirates who have come coveting the riches of a wrecked station, or like scoundrels in Felic's service. So who are you? Abelard, introduce us. His Lordship Roadtrager Bahadur von Valencius, heir to the greatest protectorate in the Coronus Expanse and bearer of the sacred warrant of trade, extends his greetings. I'm going to do that as often as possible. Another rogue trader in our corner of the galaxy. How interesting. Your kind always makes an appearance in desperate times, ready to cut a deal that benefits one side alone. Given that you have not so far drawn your weapons, your intentions are probably peaceful. And so House Orselio now asks a service of you. Save the life of the child in exchange for future cooperation. Do not hurry to answer. Think on it. You can make yourself an ally or an enemy of our house today. You decide. What is the curse that has taken hold of everyone in this room? Curse, you do not understand the sacred gift given to our child. When the child is sad, we all weep. When the child smiles, we all laugh giddily. And if the child wants blood, the world turns crimson. Child's will is the will of the great Tisiphone, for she is the heir of House Orselio. And they call me Dangerous Motherway Witchcraft. What service do you ask of me? Save the sacred child, take her away from this station. I fear I do not have long left. A bluish rivulet trickles down the old man's chin, and he wipes the mutated blood briskly away with his sleeve. You glimpse strange burns covering his flesh under his clothing. The slightest movement must be causing him unbearable pain. Save the child and deliver her safely to Regent Aronto, acting head of House Orselio in the Coronus Expanse. Rest assured that the reward will be worth your effort. I know we came here for a navigator, but after everything we've seen, I've got some reservations about this girl. Argenta looks at Cassia, and a painful furrow appears on her brow. Such a fragile thing with such a heavy burden upon her soldiers. I want to know what happened between you and Felic. Felic is my wayward student. He came to Urac 5 as a callow youth. I personally mentored him and entrusted him with the care of the child. He was like a son to me. but he proved to be just another traitor. He sought to steal our most precious treasure, the heir of our house, our sacred child, to revel in power with others like him, casting our house into the abyss, to pervert the centuries-long traditions of our family. You can see the fruits of his villainy for yourself. He decided he was not bound by his duties to the legacy of the greatest of our novators, Tisiphone Orselio, who led our house to prosperity for countless years. Foolish boy! The renegades clouded his mind. They sought to seize control of the dynasty before the sacred child had come of age and taken up the novator's throne. I believe I've made my decision, because I have. Please share your thoughts. Attack? No. You shall... Cassia shall come with me. Why not? That is good. The old man nervously licks his lips, but do allow us to say our proper farewells. Theobald coughs up more bluish blood.
Wake up, my mistress.
Here you go.
My sacred child. It is all over now. It is over.
What happened? You. I remember you. Have you come to save us?
Child, please, listen to me very carefully. One last time. You will now embark on a voyage with this lord to rejoin the house and its regent in the Corollas expanse. I will not be able to accompany you on this journey.
No! Not you too! Don't leave me alone in this violet-brown haze! You're coming with me! Your mistress is giving you an order. Do you hear me?
Mistress, I fear this will be your only order that I dare to disobey. I am the keeper of WH40K, and alas, I have less than a day left in me. Allow me to serve you one last time and honor my final duty to House Orselio. I will remain on the station and destroy the secrets it holds.
Oh, Theobald.
Constable may fail at any moment. I regret that we meet under such circumstances.
What need have I for your regrets? I just want things to go back to the way they were before.
Alright, I take back my regrets.
What are you going to do to me?
Number 3.
Do not fear what is to come, child. You are ready to guide any vessel. I know this because I taught you myself. And it is difficult to imagine more worthy company than a rogue trader. But remember, your safety is of paramount importance. Get to the Great Regent and fulfill your destiny.
I beg your pardon, but what about my servants? WH40K is still full of people loyal to House Orselio.
All who can be saved will be given succor on board my ship.
Accompanying a rogue trader on their travels is an honor for any navigator. Let us go. I can no longer bear the sight of the deathly pale shadows that drape the bodies of the fallen.
Leave the station. Lots of servant, Lady Cassia's defenders. There's just a tiny bit of loot back here. The luxurious feast was left untouched.
None shall stand in my way.
The lower levels. And then time to leave. Oh, she's become part of the squad. Was this not the exit? No, it was not. The exit is there. To the Void Ship Bridge. Back we go.